Hi, Sharon Horne-Ellstrom here. In case we haven't met yet, you can call me Pajama Grandma. And if we haven't met yet, go ahead and comment below. Just put a hashtag and then the word pajama. I'm hoping you know how to spell pajama, P-A-J-A-M-A, just in case you didn't. There, you've got it. People spell pajama all different ways based on their culture and their background and how they've been exposed to the word. It's not necessarily an easy word to spell. Totally not what we're here to talk about. Today, I want to cover and talk about, just for a couple of minutes, what I'm working on. I, for personal reasons, have to do a temporary hold on what I am doing and had planned on doing this year and blow up my entire strategy, blow up my entire business plan, blow up my entire business life, and do something completely different for personal reasons. So as part of that, what I've been doing yesterday, actually I started it earlier this week, but I had a coaching call and I've really honed in on what do I really need to do strategically to get me through the next 6 months and to keep moving forward online the next 6 months and not feel like I'm losing progress because I'm having to divert my attention to a different emphasis and a different focus. Because here's the deal. The process of building our online business, the process of building any business is the same whether it's a brick and mortar business or an online business, and it doesn't matter what the topic of the business is. There's certain things that you have to do whenever you're building any type of business or trying to do any type of endeavor that are always going to be the same. So applying the process to a different topic and a different area of focus, it's actually a really good thing for me because it just gives me more practice. And then when I come back around, probably early next year, to do what I really want to do right now that I've been working on and to help more people because it's really a project I'm passionate about, I'll put that on hold temporarily because I'm being directed to, and then I will pick that back up, but I'll pick it up from a stronger position of knowing exactly what to do and how to implement it faster. So I've been looking at what have I been doing over the last couple of days and how would that apply to you? How could that apply to you? If you're just getting started or if you're not seeing the results that you want in what it is that you're trying to do, I find that in all my coaching calls lately, we're going back to some of the fundamental foundational basics that just didn't get ferreted out the first time when somebody was planning their business or planning their project. And actually, it's probably because that's what I needed to go back and do, and that's why my students are all seeming to need that same information and to go back to that same place. So I decided that I was going to do exactly what I'm telling my coaching students to do. I went back to the very beginning. I am outlining and working on who is my ideal customer, who is the target market I want to go after. Then once I've decided, or I already have done this, but then the next step would be to research that target audience, find out where they hang out, what their challenges are, what their desires are, what makes them tick, what really frustrates them, how they speak, what their language is, and been doing that. Then we need to ask them what it is exactly that they want. When we find a group of people that we really will love working with, we need to find out what they want, and then we just have to give it to them. So I'm in the process of finding out what they want in their own language, researching different groups, beginning and striking up and having conversations, real live, helpful conversations by answering people's questions with the areas of expertise that I know and actually becoming a part of those communities so that when I ask, what's your biggest challenge about XYZ, which is my next project, or about X, because we want to go with one thing, when I ask, what's your biggest challenge with X, or what's your biggest question about X, people don't see that as me spamming or trying to get something out of them. They just see it as me curious about something and wanting to have the conversation, which I totally am. But a lot of people you'll see go into groups and pages that belong to other people, and they'll just start spamming them with their business and their idea. And I think I was probably guilty of that in the past, which is why I notice it and it irritates me now. But, you know, people that have different groups, they've built those groups to create their own community. And we don't get to just jump into their community and steal it or sell our crap to their people. That's not right. That's not fair. We haven't spent years or however long they've spent building their community to be able to just jump right in and try to take over or steal their group or their clients or their customers. but yet you see it happening all the time. And those people usually get banned from those groups. So let's not do that. Let's be actually a real part of the community, because if we're going to serve those people and serve that group of people, we want to become part of that community. We want to answer their questions. We want to help in any way we possibly can. So that is what I'm working on actually this weekend. I've already got a product offering, which I'm putting out to a smaller niche just to tide me over and get things going. And that's what I'm working on. That's what is going on with me. That is a process that anybody can go back to. And if something's not working, if you're not getting the results you need, or, you know, and I don't want to go into really technical details here because depending on your business, it could be different for everybody. But say you're not getting all the clients that you want or all the customers that you want coming into your business. If you've got a brick and mortar business, say you need more customers. Say there's a night of the week or a day of the week that's really, really slow for you. That's your problem. You're not getting the results you need on that day or want on that day. Well, what can you do about that? Lots of things. Create a lead magnet. Run a special to get people in on those days. And that's what I'm doing then. I'm going back and answering and asking the question and finding out where's the problem, where's the bottleneck, and then fixing that, not looking at things that aren't the problem or the challenge, going back, finding where the challenge is, and just addressing that. And so that's what I recommend to all my clients. That's what we do. I ask them questions to find out what's going on with their business and on with their life. And then as soon as I hone in on it, I figure out, okay, and they always tell me, by asking questions, people always tell you everything you need to know. So I ask my clients questions, and they tell me. And then when people start talking about what's going on with their business, et cetera, and their life, whichever type of coaching we're doing, all of a sudden, you can hear in their words, you can hear in their language, you can hear in their voice, you can hear what's going on. Or if you're doing a face-to-face, you can see it, and you know that that's the one thing that they need to address. It might not be the biggest problem in their business. It might not be the biggest, it might not even seem related to the challenge that's manifesting or showing up in their business, but outside looking in is always so much easier than inside trying to look out, or inside trying to look in and figure things out for ourselves. Sometimes you just need that extra set of eyes that's objective, and it just says, oh, no, it's right here. If you just make this one little tweak, if you just change this one word of your headline, it's going to get different results. If you just change one sentence of how you're talking to people, it's going to get you different results. If you just think about how you can serve your clients to the best of your ability, it's going to give you the results you need versus take. How do I have to get them in the door so I can get their money? Versus what kind of an experience can I give the people I want to serve so that it's a pleasure for them to exchange their money with me for the transformation and all of the benefits they get by working with me. That's a little change, but that little change in perspective, that little change in mindset can make all the difference in the world, because now you're not trying to get something from somebody, which is always awkward and uncomfortable, because nobody wants to give you anything if you expect it. Nobody wants to give you anything if they know you're trying to pull it out of them or manipulate them or get them to do something that's maybe in your best interest but not theirs. People can see through that like a window, even a dirty window. But people aren't attracted to that, so they will run in the opposite direction of you. So that is what I am working on today. I hope some of that was helpful to you, but like I said, we all, even if we've got 40-some years of experience, because we're old and wise, sometimes we have to go back to the beginning and the drawing board and go to the foundational things, that little pieces that have changed or are missing, to fix them and to... It's not really ever starting over, because we never can start over. We always build on all of our experiences that we've previously had. And so that sometimes makes the journey much faster. It's a lot faster for me producing this. I've done more in 2 or 3 days now to switch directions and apply these processes to a new area than it took me like 1.5 years last time. So we get better and better and faster at applying the things that we know and helping other people to do the same. So go out, make it an awesome day. It looks like it's going to be a beautiful day here, a little hot and humid, but I'm going to get out and enjoy the sunshine. I encourage you to too, because Nothing is better for us than a little time in nature. Can't argue with me with that, but I think it's scientifically proven. Bye. I'll see you tomorrow.